Welcome to the AF1 Racing online store parts diagram demonstration. Purpose of this video is to explain how to use the AF1Racing.com store to find OEM parts for your particular Aprilia model. In this demonstration, we're going to say we have an RSV4 factory model year 2010, and then we've taken a small left-hand side fall, so we'll be needing to replace the left-hand mid-fairing. To get started, let's just make sure we're at the AF1Racing.com homepage, and we in fact are. Then we'll go ahead and look over here at the section called Categories, and this is where all the models are explicitly listed. You'll see here the RSV4 is called out in this section with the model year range, so we'll go ahead and click on that. Now at the top of the section, you'll see here for all models it's pretty much the same. We have accessory items, brakes and braking components, carbon fiber, further down exhaust, and so on. There's even sections dedicated to used parts, and this is updated generally every month, if not more frequently. For this, since we have a 2011 RSV4 factory, we're going to want to locate the appropriate parts fiche. In this case, it would be this one. Now notice also that the RSV4 factory APRC SE models are listed in this catalog. RSV4R APRCs are listed here. This would be the standard model. And then here are the standard model RSV4R parts fiche for 2010 and 2011 models. To get back on task, though, we have an RSV4 factory 2010, so this is the one we want to open. Alright, and you can see here it's opened the spare parts catalog for the RSV4 factory. Now, for the ease of its demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and open this in a new table, or in a new window. This is the spare parts catalog again, just blown up on a little bit easier to digest format. I'm going to resize it so it's easier to see, and then we're going to go ahead and scroll down and start reviewing the indexes. Remember, we need a left-hand mid-fairing, so let's blow this up a little bit and see. We're going to be looking for, well, body panels. That sounds reasonable. Front body 1, front body 2. Let's just start there. Alright, we can see here that this is a upper fairing, so now we're looking for a quick little resize here again. Another of the upper fairing. Aha, here's the mid. So let's zoom in on this again. And you'll see position 6 is that left-hand mid that we damaged. So let's go down to the table and look for position 6. There it is. You can see here that's the code, and this is the line of the table, the row of the table dedicated to position 6 in the diagram above. Left-hand lateral fairing, yeah, it's a left-hand mid. And there's the code number. Now real quick, we'll notice here it says it's black. To verify that we're looking at the right thing, we can actually go back to the store, the window for the store, and click on how do I use these diagrams. Once you click on this, you'll actually see all color schemes for a particular model are going to be listed. In this case, since we have a 2010 RSV4, it's going to be the black or racing black variant. If we go back to the OEM parts diagram, we can see in fact that it is black. So now we know we've isolated the correct part number. So let's copy it and then bring it back to the AF1Racing.com store, paste it into the search window, and hit go. We've got our left-hand lateral fairing black returned in the results, and if we want more information on it, we'll just click view. At this point you can see it's $330, and let's say we go ahead and want to order it. We'll click add to add it to the shopping cart. Now I want to draw attention to something real quick, so I'm going to go back to the OEM parts diagram for just a moment. Here's this page again. You can see number 6 again was our left-hand mid-fairing. Let's go back to the table and review something. You can see here in the column called variants, and this is a column that's dedicated to special information when there's special information about a given part. You can see here the technical specifications are given that it says it's without decals applied, so that means there won't be any decals on it. Although all the panels do come painted and clear coated as necessary or as original, they won't all have decals, so that's what this means here. So even though the part is painted in the finished part, it won't have the decal. So let's go back up to position 6, look at that left-hand mid-fairing. Position 27 roughly corresponds to where we'd expect that RSV4 logo decal to be. So let's scroll down to the table and see the left-hand fairing decal RSV4 is in fact position 27. Now again, we have our code number in the left-hand column. We'll cut that, punch it into the search window again, hit go. We can see here it's been returned the left-hand fairing decal for RSV4 factory. Makes sense. Let's click on this. We can see now that it's $18 and we have the option to add it to cart, and I'll go ahead and do that. Now we can see we have our two items, the left-hand mid-fairing and also the left-hand decal. If you're curious about what shipping is going to be, click Estimate. This is a good way to figure out roughly what you'll be spending to get a part anywhere. In the United States, you can simply input your zip code city and zip code city state, and then get the results. If you're in an international location, then you'll just want to type in 4 zeros in your country, and then shipping rates will be returned here. Now let's go back to our cart and say we want to check out. At this point, you'll be asked to log in. If you're a new customer, you'll simply create a new customer profile here. Since I've already created a profile, we'll simply log in. You can see here all the relevant information, email address, telephone number, physical address where you'd like things billed to, and then also the shipping address. We'll click Next to proceed to the order. Here is the shipping options window. You can see that there are several different options for shipments. There's 3-day select, 2nd-day air, and next-day air saver. This is just a robot generated estimate. It may not always be 100% accurate, but if there is a variance, we'll contact you and get authority before making any changes to the order. In this case, we're going to go ahead and just real quick add in the credit card information to facilitate the demonstration, and then we'll hit Next. You can see here this is the order review phase, so you get a chance to look at the ship to address and then verify all information is as you would like it to be. Telephone number there. We'll either be calling or emailing you if there's any issues with the order. Now, with reference to these two parts, and in the vast majority of cases, all Aprilia parts are ready to ship in 3 to 5 days. There's some accessory items, in particular older scooter windscreens, some carbon fiber, that are getting harder to get, and the wait on those may be 4 to 6 weeks. But in general, any part for any bike after 2002 is going to be available in roughly 1 business week's time. So if we're happy with this order, we'll go ahead and hit Submit. And you can see here the order has been finalized. And now you have an order number, and the text in here basically in short form says that AF1 Racing is going to get right on getting all this ordered for you, and we'll be shipping it out generally within 1 week. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot us an email or give us a call. The easiest way to get in touch with us is email. Now, thanks to the miracle of smartphones, we all pretty much check email 24 hours a day. Info@af1racing.com is the best email address to use, but of course, if you have a sales associate in mind, you can also email them directly. Thank you for watching, and I hope this was of some use.